We know tire design involves trade-offs. So if you want a tire that provides exceptionally long wear, you're going to have to give up something else to get it. But drivers have a long list of expectations for their tires, so there's a lot more to consider than just maximum tread life. It's up to the tire manufacturers to find that delicate balance that delivers the most satisfaction.
Continental recently introduced the TrueContact Tour, which the company claims will deliver longer tread wear than its predecessor with no sacrifices in other aspects of performance. Goodyear also has a new high-mileage touring tire with the Assurance MaxLife. To see how these two new products manage the balance of performance, we brought them together along with a current category favorite, the Michelin Defender T+H, for a full comparison. Let's see what we found out. Exceptionally long tread wear is only a positive thing if the driver enjoys the on-road experience, so light handling and ride and noise quality are important concerns for long-wearing tires. The TrueContact Tour feels soft and relaxed, with a ride that does a good job absorbing big impacts combined with light steering feel. The ride of the Assurance MaxLife is on the firm side with some continued motion after bumps, and a sizable dead spot in the steering results in vague on-center feel and a slightly delayed response to inputs. Conversely, the Defender T+H feels more engaging, with eager steering response and a firm but very well controlled ride. The TrueContact Tour delivers an overall package that feels greater than the sum of its parts on the track, with nice balance and athleticism that comes alive when pushed. Strong front-end authority and quick reflexes help the Defender T+H set the fastest average lap times, though all three tires were very closely grouped. The Assurance MaxLife exhibits a little more roll through turns and doesn't feel quite as natural on the track, which can be expected considering the performance category, but its objective figures show it's ultimately just as capable as the other tires in the test. Wet traction is a common trade-off in the search for extended tread life, and our testing shows one tire manages that balance noticeably better than the others. The TrueContact Tour is confident and controllable around the track, and it stops about a car length shorter from 50 miles an hour than the other two tires in the test. The Assurance MaxLife is balanced and easy to drive at the limit, but those limits are lower, so its objective figures are a sizable step back from the Continental. The Defender T+H essentially ties the Goodyear in our wet braking and skid pad tests, but finicky at-the-limit behavior makes it more difficult to drive around the track. Some consumers place tread life at the top of their priority list. The tires in our test put a heavy emphasis on longevity to meet the needs of those consumers, and our testing shows they can satisfy other drivers too. The Continental TrueContact Tour stands out in this group with test-leading wet traction, balance on the dry track, and a quiet, comfortable ride. Michelin's Defender T+H feels the most performance-oriented of the group, thanks to alert handling and satisfying steering feel on the road or track, in addition to a firm ride. It could also use a little more wet grip. The Goodyear Assurance MaxLife is a respectable performer on the road, but the ride could use some refinement and it could be a little bit more engaging. Low limits in the wet hold it back somewhat, but the easy-to-drive nature is a welcome attribute.
As we compare tires side by side, we find each one has its own personality. It's not as easy as simply choosing between good and bad. So as you view our test results, it's important to focus on your priorities and what fits best with how, where, and what you drive. And also be sure to go to TireRack.com to read the full test report and to learn more about the tires featured in this test.